Okay, this thing just goes live. It takes a while, so sometimes I don't know when it's live. Just boom, okay, we're live. So, part of our growth framework today, I was trying to decide what to talk about today because normally I talk about relationships on Mondays, but today I just thought I would take a different word, and the word is respect. Respecting others. There's been a lot of dissension over the past couple days, and I don't want to get into it because that's just not my flow. I've seen people literally say, because we don't agree, you're no longer my friend. Since when do we have to all agree on the same thing? I have friends that do not agree with me, but there are other things we agree on. They don't agree with me on certain things, but there are certain things we agree on. So we just focus on the things we agree on and let go of the things that we don't agree on. We can still have a good friendship. But there's been so much conflict, which is very unsettling. And that's why I'm talking today about respect. Just respect. Can you imagine if we all agreed on the same thing all the time? It would be boring. Part of being in life, part of life is that we're going to have disagreements, we're going to have conflict, but it's the way we disagree with each other. We can disagree, but still be respectful. That's why there are different ways that people do things, there are different viewpoints. Even within the same household, we can have different viewpoints, and that's good. But it's all about disagreeing in a healthy way, without making become toxic. And that's where the challenge comes in. So, respecting others. And when it comes to leadership, of course, I always like to tie it with leadership. Understanding that we each have different personalities will help us in terms of the way we connect and speak to others, because we don't want to speak the same way to every single person. Even if you're a parent, you know that your kids are different. Even twins are different. So the way you with each one is going to be different. And recognizing that with some people, you may need to be direct. With some people, you may need to let them talk because they're the talkers. Some people, you may need to show them more empathy. For some people, they really don't care whether you show them empathy or not. That's just their nature. That's their build. So, those are just some thoughts I have about respect. Respect for human life. Just knowing that another human being has a right to their own thoughts, their own way of thinking, their own way of doing, their own way of being, which may be different from yours, and that's okay. It's okay. As long as you're not doing anything illegal or criminal, then that would be an issue. Okay? As long as it's not criminal, it's not illegal, it's okay to have differing ideas, differing points, because then it also makes you think, what makes them think the way they do? What do they see that I'm not seeing? What are my blind spots that I may be missing? It makes life very interesting, if you ask me. So, lead everyone differently. If you have a team that you work with, or your family, or your kids, or your siblings, everybody is going to be different. Everybody is meant to be different. That's how it's supposed to be. And so, also, one more thing before I go. Begin to identify the leaders on your team, the potential leaders, and how you can help them develop. Because whatever position we're in, we're not going to be in that position forever. And so succession comes into play, and thinking of who can take my spot for the next term or next role, because at some point you may want to slow down or take a break or move on. And so start thinking of who can be the next person to take up my spot. Who can I help to be a leader? I know that when I was working back in LA, I worked as a wastewater construction project manager, and I had an amazing boss, because he, even though I could take his position, I could take his job, literally, but he never let that stop him from putting me in the right spot. I never did take his job, by the way, but he gave me resources that I needed for promotion, training, just having that confidence that, okay, it's something that if she wants to rise up, she needs to get this opportunities as well. So that's the other thing. People want to hold on to positions. Nobody is going to stay in a position forever. Not you, not me. So it's good to think ahead. Like, who can I help to mold? I've had mentors. I mentor others, and just having that foresight that this is a good direction for this person to go in. They'll come back later and thank you. Hopefully they'll come back. And even if they don't, it's okay. You've done your part. But it's just food for thought. Food for thought that who can you help in their leadership journey? Who can you help to become a better leader, or put in a position where they are leading? And also treat each person differently. That's a class that I teach on, which is for communication styles. I hope to do it soon. I will be doing it soon. So stay tuned and watch out for when that comes on. All right. It's been great. I will see you next time. Take care. God bless.